Good morning. So good to see you. Today, our topic of the day is this one thing is your specific job. This one thing is your job. So before we get into that, though, I wanted to reintroduce myself for those of you who are new. My name is Andrea Oram. I am a music teacher. I'm a vocal coach and vocal health guru, I guess you could call me. I like to help people use their voice in a way that helps them feel confident using their voice, but also in a super healthy way so that they're not going to lose their voice all the time or hurt their voice in some way by using it so much. And I like to help musicians who maybe are willing to help with things like a homeschool music class or a church choir or something like that, feel confident doing it, because I know so many people who would be willing but would feel really overwhelmed if actually asked to do it, not knowing where to start, not knowing what to do next. So I do a lot of different things, but those are two of my favorites. So before we get into the topic for today, I just wanted to remind you, if you have not heard that I have a YouTube channel, you should check that out. It's just my name on YouTube. And subscribe if you like what you hear. If you like what you are learning about, if you want to keep learning more, you can subscribe and comment on the YouTube videos, and there's going to be a giveaway at 100 subscribers. So that's kind of fun, right? Not only do you get lots of free, helpful information, but giveaway at the same time. So win-win, right? Anyway, today our topic of the day is this one thing is your job. And I was talking about this with a friend last night, and I thought, this is really important for everybody to hear, especially in our day and age. This specific thing is your job, being the authority on your body. So there are lots of opinions out there about what we should or shouldn't do to be healthy, what we should or shouldn't do to be well, what we should or shouldn't do to be strong and to feel like our body is doing well, is healthy. And that's your job, to know in your gut, to know in your head and know in your heart what is the most healthy choice, whatever it is, whatever choice you're making for your specific body. So vocally, if you know that caffeine is very drying for you, which it is for most people, if you know that caffeine is very drying for you, you shouldn't feel shame for choosing not to have caffeine. Even if the people around you are like coffeeaholics and it's like, dang, I'm just going to tell these people I'm not going to have some today. And there should be no shame in that. There should be no guilting for not having what you know in your head and your heart is right for your body. So that's one little example. But there's so many in our world, right? There's so many people telling you what you should or shouldn't eat, or what you should or shouldn't do medically, or what you should or shouldn't do lifestyle-wise, sleep and social media. And the list goes on, really. And that specifically is your job. It's your responsibility to know your body well, to know what your voice needs, to know what your body needs, to know what's best for your body. And not only to know that, but then to do it. Okay? So I'm not the one here to tell you you should or shouldn't do something. Your neighbor down the street isn't the one who should tell you what you should or shouldn't do. A friend on, Facebook or YouTube or other social media shouldn't be the one to tell you what you should or shouldn't do. That's your job. It's your job to be informed. It's your job to learn about your voice, to learn about your body, and to listen to your body. Because you're not going to know what it needs unless you listen to it, right? So I was talking to a friend last night about it, and I felt compelled to share that because I see so many people making choices for their health, for their body, for their voice out of compulsion or out of peer pressure or out of feeling like someone is going to not be okay with their choice. So then they make a different choice. And that's not how we should be operating. We should be operating on what we know is best for our body. And if we don't know what's best, ask a lot of questions. If we don't know what is best, go learn. I'm a great resource for that as far as vocal education and other natural wellness. I've done that with my TMJ issues. So if you're somebody who deals with that, or somebody who's dealt with that and you want to come learn about what I've done, I'm happy to share that with you. I share that a lot in the Strengths Train Your Voice group, actually. We have a TMJ Tuesdays. So if you're in the group, that's awesome. You can stay tuned for that and check out the guide section, because it's always, if you miss the TMJ Tuesday, they're always housed in the guide section. So all I'm saying here is be informed and make choices consciously about that, not just based on what somebody else is telling you. So this one thing is your job, to be your authority, to be the authority on your body and on your mind and on your voice. All right. So I'm curious what you think about that. I'm curious, today's also Wednesday, so it's kind of my wins day of the week. So I'd love to hear if you have any wins that you want to share at the end of my video today. So if you want to share those in the comments, I would love to hear that. Hey, Keisha, I see you popped in. So good to see somebody hanging out with me. And yeah, I'd love to hear your wins. I have a win today that I have been working on the homeschool co-ops that are going to be starting here in a couple weeks. And I've got a couple of the music, some of the repertoire picked out for that. So that's a win for me, and I'm going to continue to work on that some more today. But I'd love to hear what you are up to and what some of your wins are. Hey, so good to see you. How am I doing? I'm doing great. We finally got some rain this week, so it's been good. But I don't know, you probably can't hear it, but there's all these little acorns falling off of our tree, and they like drop, and you can hear them. It's just so funny. So anyway, side tangent. That's what you get from me sometimes. But have a great rest of your day, and I look forward to hearing your wins. Share them in the comments.